Start streaking?
Start streaking. Connecting streaming software. There we go. Got an excellent connection. Hit this button. Transition. Got you eating a sandwich.
Good.
Got to remember to hit record over here. Hey, everybody on the live stream. We are getting ready to go. Hopefully you're all there. I think we got some excellent condition.
I hear a noise.
It's probably just something coming through. Where's it coming through? Like a bzzz?
It's gone now.
Okay, no worries about it then.
I'm going to tidy up those blinds. Alexa, off. What? I just shut everything off.
We're recording. Okie doke. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Joey. Did you really start?
Yeah, I did. I did that with
I was going to close the door and everything.
just the right timing so that Joey had a mouthful of grilled cheese sandwich. And you look very concerned about what's going on.
I'm okay.
I've been telling you I'm getting ready to go for a while now.
That's all right.
This is episode 97 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Come on along. Spend the next hour or so with Joey and I talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping, or just playing bikes. I didn't add anything unusual tonight.
I usually do.
Yeah. Are you up on the live stream over there?
I am. I just pulled it up.
Okay. So
We
you
look
can
frozen.
see. Joey had a grilled cheese sandwich. He made us grilled cheese sandwiches.
I made like a whole loaf of bread worth. I really cleared the whole loaf.
They are ridiculously good. I don't know. What did you do? You baked them or something?
I did the old school style. Nothing
Yeah.
fancy. Because we talked about fancy ones, didn't we?
Yeah. We talked about fancy ones at the shop. No, they're absolutely
You butter. I think we
delicious.
talked about them on here.
Hold this up here so people can see how wonderful Joey's grilled cheese sandwiches look.
You butter both sides of the bread.
They're
2 pieces
fantastic.
of cheese. Put some turkey if you want, or roast beef, whatever. Butter both sides of the bread. Put them on top. Flip them every 5 minutes. Do it 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's simple.
Mine literally, when I do a grilled cheese sandwich, it takes about
Because it's soft, right?
60 seconds to make it.
Yeah, because I feel like in the pan, unless you do extra cheese on top. I told
Yeah.
you about how I do cheese on top
Yeah.
in the pan. But
Eh,
I don't know.
It's good stuff.
It's
Hey,
like a just old school. Every so often you got to do it that way.
Well, they're delicious. And I know that they were really hot because it has turkey in it, right? Smoked turkey or pepper turkey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, it's delicious. You did a fantastic job. Marry me. Oh, wait a minute. You're already married. Can't do that.
I'm in one of those relationships.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I watched, what's that thing on YouTube? Not YouTube, Netflix.
Politician?
No.
There was a throuple in that. Are you proposing that you're open to a throuple?
No, what's that one down in Texas?
No idea. Don't know.
Oh, I loved
West
it.
Wing.
No, I love West Wing.
I don't know.
Was that house and the ATF screwed up?
Oh, the David Koresh thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he had a bunch of wives, and he was a wacko.
I'll be one of your wives.
So no,
He wasn't a wacko.
Yeah.
He was just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Government comes in.
Says, hey, get out of here.
Government didn't have to do anything.
They didn't have to do anything. I will grant you that. I'll give
Well,
you that.
Waco.
Good
Check
old
it out on
Waco.
YouTube.
That's
On Netflix.
right.
It's really good.
And let's switch gears a little bit because I wanted to note that Veterans Day is coming up tomorrow, and I wanted to send a special thank you to all of our listeners that are currently serving in the military or have served in the military. Thank you for your contributions to our security.
And happy birthday, Marines.
There you go. That's it.
Jarheads.
That's it. I just wanted to throw that out there. I know it's tomorrow, but
Well, today
You
is the Marine Corps birthday.
yeah, no, I'm talking about Veterans Day.
Yeah,
Veterans
but
Day
right
tomorrow.
now it's the Marine Corps birthday.
Okay.
We got some leathernecks in here,
Okay.
local and far away.
We have some on the fishing podcast too. I know that.
Yeah, we got them both.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start listing them off because I'll forget someone.
No, don't do that.
But don't go too wild.
We
'cause
have a lot of veterans and active military that listen to the podcast.
my friend Aaron is going apeshit today, and he's out in
Man, that grilled cheese
Coronado.
you made a while ago, and it's still
It's hot,
smoking
yeah.
hot. Anything going on in the world of love coming from our listeners to the podcast, Joe?
No, I thought we were shutting that off.
Patreon? No.
No. Well, we shut stickers and everything off. I've mailed multiple stickers to a lot of people, and
So yeah, let's talk about the stickers.
I'm
for a
done with
minute.
stickers.
If somebody is missing
Oh.
stickers, please let us know,
Yeah.
and let's confirm some details, because Joey has
I have
mailed all of them.
Yes.
So quite possibly, if somebody is still missing some stickers, it could be that we don't have
Government workers again.
good information to send it to you.
Yeah, that or something's wrong.
Yeah. So something's a little kludged up, something's a little gummed up. We have no problem. Stickers aren't high dollar. We will keep sending you stickers until they arrive.
You know what I'm thinking about doing?
What's that?
Well, we haven't talked about this before. Is mail me an envelope with another envelope inside of it.
And we'll just send you stickers.
Already, like people do that, like from companies.
Yeah.
Like you want swag stickers.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna do it. Find an envelope and put another envelope inside of it with already stamped, already addressed. I'll just slap my return label on it, and I'll send it. We'll do no more charge for stickers. How about that?
Just the stickers are coming your way.
Just
preload stickers.
that'll make my life so easy.
I love that
Let's
idea.
do that.
They are considered a self-addressed,
It is.
stamped envelope.
Yeah, you want stickers now? And if you're local, come on the bike shop. I brought them to the store
There you go.
because I think Josh, someone around here, Marcus came in to get his. I told there's a couple other people that just need to come and just if you're swing by the store and come get them.
That's it.
Maybe
That's
not after
simple.
Thursday because we're having a new lockdown. I'm at 25% capacity.
Yeah. I was in there today. You don't have a lot of people in the bike shop right now.
Hey,
Well, I mean, it's just the way
No,
it
we
is.
don't.
It's just the way it is.
unless it's a Saturday.
But I love that idea. Stickers are
Yeah.
free.
And if you want a T-shirt, do this. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm actually,
You're wrong.
we're going to talk about that a little bit later. I got some thoughts and some ideas on T-shirt land. So,
Yeah. T-shirt land.
T-shirt land.
How about body paint? No T-shirts.
So we have
No.
what? Sell body paint with like a rubber stamp that you put the logo
Tom
on.
can probably make it for us on his Etsy machine or whatever that's called.
He's got a cricket cutter. He can
Yeah,
make it.
whatever.
No, but we do have some thank you that we need to send out for some folks.
Oh, did I totally miss all that? I just
you
went on my
did.
own rant.
That's okay.
Thank you to Miss Nadine for your generous contribution.
She sent us a nice one-time bump.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's one of our Patreon folks.
she is.
Although I don't really pay any attention to when people go away from Patreon, so I don't know.
It happens.
Well, no, it happens. It's I mean, geez, come on. The fact that you gave us money even for like 1 or 2 months, yeah, bravo. But I don't.
Yes.
I really pay no attention to the fact that when people go away. I don't monitor it at all.
No,
So I'm assuming I know Nene was there at some point.
but what money has contributed to lately
Yes.
is new cameras because Brian looked like. But
yeah, isn't that nice though?
So-
I think our live stream is
Yeah, we
a
return-
lot better tonight.
a chunk of that investment.
Yeah. I think our live stream is looking really good. Big Dennis over there. Dennis, are you standing outside Joey's front window and on the live stream?
He'd be up here.
No, he'd be looking down on us from outdoors. What are we drinking today, Joey?
Purple Monkey dishwasher.
Delicious. Cheers. Cheers to the listeners. Cheers to you, Joey. Clink. There it is. I don't want to break the glass over
I really whacked it.
all of this expensive equipment we just talked about. We buy with Patreon money, and we just slam 2 delicate, fancy.
Dude, I want to break
glasses.
my glasses though.
No, don't break these glasses.
Forget the equipment.
That's good beer right there. And I think, was it Dennis turned you onto that, right? Didn't Dennis send that 1 point?
Purple Monkey. I think at
Someone
one
did.
point I had it last year. I've had it this. I love it.
It's really
It's
good.
peanut butter porter.
It's a peanut butter chocolate porter,
Yeah, that one.
which I usually don't go for the peanut butter chocolate like the Sweet Baby Jesus. But
That got overdid.
yeah. This is really, really good though. I keep going over here, so I had to not plug my mouse in, so I keep going to my mouse to look stuff up. What else is going on?
I'm still eating my grilled cheese.
Yeah, no. Why don't I go ahead and do my catch up for this week, since you're eating.
What kind do you use?
What kind of what?
I use Heinz.
Ketchup?
Oh,
Oh, Billy Ted was asking about if you had ketchup on here. You put ketchup on anything. Hey, Joey, I did a thing. I sent you the screen capture off my phone.
you put ketchup on your pancakes like my cousin?
No,
He
who
does
would
that.
Do that. Ugh.
He's from Texas.
So
Probably from Waco.
I did a spur of the moment crazy thing.
That was crazy.
No, not really when you think about it.
When is that, March?
It's the same weekend as Croatan Buck 50.
You realize Corona's still going to be an issue.
I know.
Unless we get real serious.
I registered for the Mid-South in the randomizer for the 100-mile.
What's the randomizer?
It's basically, so since they had stuff from last year, they were, although they did the race last year, so I'm not exactly sure what that's about. I guess they had volunteers that automatically get entries, and then whatever's left,
Yeah.
it goes into what they call the randomizer, where everybody who's entered, you randomly have a chance to get selected to actually get an entry. And there's literally like thousands of people in the randomizer. So I put my name in the hat, I guess is what you could call it.
And your hat got pulled?
Well, I don't know yet. I won't know until...
Oh, I thought you got in.
No, not until...
Now you're just giving the government more information.
November 14th is the day I think they said that we will get notifications as to whether or not we got in. But my plan, as it stands right now, is to actually also then still go ahead and register for Croatan Buck 50. And then as we get closer, if I need to sell one, both of those are relatively simple to sell. Or I'm going to be like those NASCAR racers that race both the Indy 500 and the Daytona 500 in the same day.
How do they do that?
Well, they fly in a helicopter and they fly across the country, and then they do the second race at night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. So I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to, because it's different time zones. So I'm going to do the Croatan Buck 50. Then I'm going to hop in the Gravel Travel Dirt helicopter.
Oh, we just invested with that.
And zoom out to Oklahoma to do Mid-South. We can do it.
I'm kind of impressed the NASCAR guy. I'm still in the NASCAR thing.
That's
you really serious?
Yes, I am serious. That's like 1,100 miles of racing in a day. That's crazy.
Yeah, but when you're going balls to the wall.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours.
That's like how Jess drives on the Jersey Turnpike.
So, yeah, that's I went ahead and I registered for it. I don't know what made me do it. I saw it pop on my feed, and I was like, you know what? I've heard about this a lot. I want to do this at some point and someday, and why not just go ahead and start trying to figure it out? So,
You ever been to a NASCAR race?
Yeah, I've been to many NASCAR
exciting.
races. It actually is. I think the circus before and during the race is more interesting than the actual race itself. We went back in the days where, you couldn't buy...
Was that when Dale Earnhardt was still a thing?
Oh, yeah. And my brother used to work.
And they were still racing Prohibition?
Yeah, they still had liquor in the cars. It's pretty cool.
That's what you said back in the day.
You'd see them just, on the... there you go. That's me. And I'm back on my Diverge. Got that back.
Well, I got your Roubaix hostage now.
Yep, you're holding the other bike hostage. I actually rode that the other day. Just randomly jumped on it, and it is butt hurting. Please do not think less of me.
The Roubaix?
Yeah.
It looked clean.
It's a mess. Oh, wait till you look at the chain, and the bottom bracket is a mess.
It was dark.
Everything is a mess. It's rusty, I think. It's a mess. So I'm pretty sure the bottom bracket needs to be rebuilt. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a new chain.
I'm not rebuilding that. I'm just going to put a new one in.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I
don't know. Actually, I might have to rebuild it due to lack of parts.
When I say rebuild it, I mean do whatever you guys do with the blue gloves. You rip it apart and you put it back together.
I haven't had blue gloves since April. There's a shortage on those.
What color gloves are you wearing?
Whatever I can buy, like large.
I have some baby blue gloves.
Ace, whatever.
I have.
Park has only had smalls.
You could fit a small in that dainty little hand.
Are you kidding me? I got like an extra large. These are man hands.
People can see the size of your hands now on the camera. Man paws. You do have big hands. Big hands.
They're all gridded up. Actually, just look at that blood blister.
What'd you do that? Trying to put a tire back on?
That was a 36-ounce rubber mallet at full blast trying to seat the floor this weekend. It hurt.
Yeah, I'm going to let you talk about your floor when we get to your section. And I teased this a little earlier, Joey. I'm thinking about reopening the T-shirt store.
Oh, yeah, you haven't even told me yet.
So I've been poking around, and I was getting ready to shut it down. And I was like, you know what? We're coming up on Christmas. Let me look at what it would cost to actually do some better quality T-shirts, because I really wasn't a great fan of the ones we did the last time. I thought they were thick, and I don't like that personally. So anyway, I'm thinking about doing a slightly smaller run on numbers, so we won't have as many T-shirts. Doing a better quality T-shirt, as an example, the ones I'm looking at are 3.7 ounce ring spun cotton polyester blend, as opposed to a roughly 6 ounce cotton poly blend that we did on the last year. So they're much lighter. They're much you know how T-shirts get thick and it's like,
actually, these ones aren't.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
What is that?
Oh, I can tell by just looking at the label. That's a 50/50.
Yeah, but as far as as a bike mechanic, as a work shirt, these things are tough.
Yeah.
I like this for work.
I don't like really.
You don't want to accommodate
anyway
bike shop people?
No, not at all. I'm also thinking we're only going to have one color. So like last time we did it, we had I think 3 or 4 colors.
Mauve.
So just doing one color, and I'm just doing the front, the logo on the front. It's going to be super simple. Show your love and your support for GTD by wearing a nice T-shirt that's very comfortable to wear.
What color?
Well, that's what it is. So
I think the color of your shirt right now.
Well, that's one of them. I've got
OD green.
6 choices to choose from: white, black, asphalt, which is kind of like a dark gray.
Oh yeah, like asphalt.
Okay. A navy, which is I don't think is a good idea. What they call heather forest, which is kind of what you're talking about. It's kind of like a green.
Yeah.
Or a red.
Ooh, red sometimes.
Red. It's like a bright red.
It
too.
is a powerful color.
It's like a bright red. So I'm thinking about is there anybody over in the live stream yet that has any input on that? Yeah, hey Mark, we're gonna get those stickers figured out, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if Mark heard the discussion earlier, but also the Hanes beefy tees can be nice sometimes, Theodore.
They're just so thick.
I'm gonna go with heather green.
The heather green, green or red? Yeah, Ted said green or red. Hack and Ride Bike says, "Hey there, hey now, and no, yeah, Ted said no Hanes beefy tees, please. Thank you, Ted. That is absolutely positively the wrong direction. We are not going that direction. This is a nice dual blend of poly cotton, but it's ring spun cotton, which is softer and it's lighter, more comfortable. You can lounge in it. After you get off the bike, you can put that shirt on. You feel real good about yourself. You know, that thing. It is a slightly smaller fit. And here's the bad news.
Smaller fit? We're not small guys.
I know, but you just buy a little bit bigger shirt.
I don't think my wife wants to tell everyone her husband's wearing double extra large.
No, I don't think you'd be that big. So because I'm doing slightly smaller runs and it's a better quality T-shirt, it's going to have a higher cost. So that's the thing I'm looking at as being the real down point. So, but I'm still only talking about $20. Well, I think we sold the last T-shirts really super cheap. I think they were, $15?
What
then
about
the shipping?
Didn't we at some point in time talked about talking to Philip at Cutaway too because he offered T-shirts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just for S&Gs.
Well, I'd like to get some that I can get quick, so that I could
get
them
Tom to do them
for no, so that
with his Etsy machine.
I want to get them so that people could, in theory, get them for Christmas. That's my thought. And if I get them in now, within the next week, but again, it's a short run. It's a small run. It's going to be one color. It's going to be slightly more expensive, but still I don't think obnoxious expensive. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to look at what we've been doing with shipping and actually how much it's been costing us to ship. And I may be able to pull the shipping cost down, but the T-shirt price is going to go up a little bit. So we're only still talking about $3 or $4 more at the end of the day than what you were going out of pocket. So I don't know whether what are your thoughts on that?
Well, for $15, I'll sell you a double beefy cotton 50/50 blend Patuxent Adventures in a shirt. I'm going to go for green.
Go for the green? Okay.
Actually, the first year I think I've wore a T-shirt every day for work in the summertime.
And now what
I'm on a T-shirt kick.
What I'll do is I will put a picture of that color green on maybe on Facebook or something.
It's heather green.
Ted wants a T-shirt trade-in program. Trade in your old nasty heavy T-shirt. No, they're still good T-shirts.
Can you send that through the pros closet?
What?
The pros closet does the bike trade-in.
Oh, just
I'd like to upgrade this shirt, please.
Hey, Ted, I would really love for you to actually just try.
You'd be so creative too.
To see if they would take it back. Tell them it's like, no, I got this T-shirt from this gravel podcast. I get rid of. So there's my thoughts for the week, Joey. Crazy talk with Mid-South, but I'm still, like I said, going to register for Croatan. So if we get a group that's going to go to Croatan, and I actually happen to get into Mid-South, I can go ahead and sell that and transfer it and get it in somebody else's hands. Yeah, Max is down here with me.
I am rubbing his belly too.
Well, I'm rubbing his head.
Uh-huh.
We're giving Max the special treatment under the table. He's never going to go anywhere. There's where we are. So I know that we had a whole plan for Croatan $150 last year, and if we are able to pull together something like that, then by all means, that'll be the ticket. But if it doesn't look like it's going to happen, and I get into Mid-South, and I'm still going to, like I said, I'm still going to register for all of them. Do you have any thoughts about doing Croatan $150 next year?
Nope.
None at all. None whatsoever.
Maybe the 50.
I'm actually thinking that's what I would register to do.
Really?
The one lap or the 2 lap, maybe.
The people on this podcast might not like it, but if I'm going down to Swansboro, my friend Captain Perry will be there.
Oh, and you get a little fishing in? Are you getting dirty looks in there?
No, I get Jessica with Perry. I talked about getting a full-size picture of him on the wall I took.
God.
He looks like he could be my brother. Him, me, and
I
Wes.
saw the pictures.
Him, me, and
yeah,
Wes.
Yeah.
People thought it was me.
Yeah.
People thought it was my brother.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it. So, what do you have any thoughts on the T-shirt? Do you think just go for it, find out what people want,
Just send it.
color perspective, and just send full send. Full send.
We might get another stimulus check because I think we're going back in lockdown.
Yeah,
Use your money for that.
we didn't talk about that at all.
No.
Okay, that's me for the week. I want to hear what you've been up to and what you. So I'll go over here and monitor the live stream.
I am on the live stream. A day on a bike. The wife says length doesn't matter. Actually, funny story was I was watching this cookie show last night when they were talking about 6-inch cookies being huge. So, if you guys haven't watched the cookie baking challenge on the Food Network, I'll love it.
Ted says in for Croatan if it happens. But you know what? You'd be in for it, Joey, but just maybe not that full.
Oh
bucket.
no, I would. I'd actually be very comfortable doing the 100.
Okay.
There's something that just the 150, 140, whatever it is.
I also look at it.
But I also feel like I could do a lap and.
Well, we want to be able to talk to people and entertain people.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be in a time of COVID, so we'd have to do it like one at a time in a tent or in a trailer. Come into the trailer, be like have the little van with like this candy on the side.
I mean, I don't know if Matt actually listens to this anymore, but like,
Probably not.
do you think because literally Croatan was that weekend that shutdown happened, that we would still be talking about the possibility of
I didn't think there was
COVID the
any
year
way.
after?
I didn't
Remember, it was 2 weeks.
I know. I knew it was going to be more than that, but I was thinking
yeah.
more like by the. I remember talking to people and saying, "Oh, we're still going to be dealing with it
I
in
was
the
thinking
summer."
more on that I'd not be working.
Wow.
I hope.
No. Okie doke.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Joey. What have you been up to this past?
Not
week?
riding my bike.
Okay.
Although I should. There's a lot of things I want to do. We are slowing up a little bit in the store. It's not like a dead standstill. I mean, we're still a couple days out on labor. Bikes are starting to show up. Services in. People. Well, you told me last week my bike would be here tomorrow. I was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. We get a lot of phone calls like that.
Yeah.
But same old at the bike shop. Nothing's changed. I might actually have my salsa inventory before my specialized inventory.
Hey, can I pause you for a second?
Yep.
This is a great time because Jess just walked in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Jess, can you come peek over Joey's shoulder? Because I would like to talk about what we're going to do next week. Okay.
Yes, but I tried to find you guys on live.
Talking to the microphone.
I couldn't find you guys on live stream.
We're there. We've got people watching. People watching. So next
friends.
week we want to get Jess back on the podcast, and we are going to do like a full-on St. Jude fundraiser thing next week. So everybody prepare to open up your wallets a little bit, and we're going to send St. Jude some love to get Jess back on the podcast.
Back on her bike.
And we're very excited about that. You know what? Back on the bike, I
got very excited when Joey was over there talking about doing the 100. I love riding bikes with him.
there we go.
It's my favorite thing to do together. One
Well,
of them.
There we go. So everybody,
Fancy
we're very excited to have Jess come back and join us next week. Thank you, Jess, for saying hello. Peace out to you too. And a St. Jude thing happening next week. So everybody, prepare yourself.
Break yourself, fool.
There we go. Go ahead. Back to you.
I don't know that cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. That cheese is hitting me. I had like 5 slices of processed cheese. I used 3 in one piece. Every time I kind of build myself up to want to go ride a bike, but then like I took on the project of 550 square feet of flooring to do this weekend.
Yep.
Which I told everyone was like, oh, I'll take half a day Friday off work, and then I'll do it Saturday. I'll be done Saturday night. And it's Monday, and I still have. I actually finished 70% of the floor on Saturday night.
So did you tell everybody what you're doing? You're putting a whole new laminate floor in the main living area of your house. It's not tiled, taking up all that carpet.
Yep.
And I just came in, and Joey, it looks like a professional has done the job.
Thank you.
So bravo.
Well, I restarted 3 times.
That's okay. As long as you do it right.
I've only assisted, so I've never fully done it. Not too bad. Well, I had Jess give me knee pads halfway through.
Okay.
That was the worst thing.
Oh, I bet.
Not wearing knee pads. I was just like,
Yeah.
Turns out I'm going to do my bathroom in the week or two now too, and then help my dad. So all the stuff I invested in will get used heavily.
Cool.
That's what I did though. I feel like I got ripped.
What do you mean? Oh, ripped as in like you get a workout.
Oh man, between 2 hours in Lowe's, and I burned some fat there because I was stressed.
Nice.
I went through so much options for people can do that anyway. Trying to do projects during COVID is not easy.
No.
I am 120% happy with what I picked though.
Well, yeah,
was
there's-
not my first, second, third, fourth, or fifth choice.
There's a lot of people though that had a lot of free time during COVID. You did not have free time during COVID.
No, this was
you
supposed.
had
This
lack of free time.
This is
during
what
COVID.
I literally thought I'd be doing during shutdown, not working 70-hour weeks.
Yeah.
But I was finally able to like take time off. Well, 2 weeks ago I went to North Carolina, got time off. But I was thinking Sunday. I was like, it'll be kind of and Sunday was a perfect day. Like I was like, it'd be nice for a bike ride in the afternoon. However, I went out fishing. Well, my neighbor wanted me to take him, and I've been taking him on the kayaks, and he's like, well, he kind of wanted to be like, all right, well, let's go on my boat. And he's got like a 29, 30-foot center console. We went out in the bay.
Nice.
So that was nice. I haven't been out in the bay in a while like that, but that was fun. But I'm still working on the floor, and I'm literally have like these last strip against the wall, and that's done besides quarter round. Like I said, my Sequoia is ready to go. My Sequoia is 100% my winter bike. Like my All City will be on the trainer, so that's 38 Pathfinders are going to be that's my Diverge.
Cool.
For you.
Cool.
And I was thinking because the six kind of taking over the 12 rides, and I had no interest in anything except for I love that NCR trip we always do. I'm like, all I have to do is get ready to do the NCR in December with Brian, and it's funny because it actually popped up on my time thing
As a memory.
a memory because I did it like 5 years ago today with some friends when I worked at Parvella. I was trying to find the here we go for you. This is that taco shop that's right by the Dunkin' Donuts.
The taco shop.
It was on the corner. And remember, I wanted to go there when we finished, and then we got there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then they were closed.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, that was it was Baja Fresh.
Yeah, and for some reason, I was actually I don't want to. I've been reminiscing a lot lately, which is nice. Like I don't know if you can tell how skinny I was. Look at my face.
Oh my goodness.
How
Joe.
skinny.
Yeah. Well, no, it's also no beard.
No beard, but
The beard does.
I also
a lot,
didn't have like
man.
8 necks.
No, the beard does a lot too, though.
It
How long ago was that?
was like 5 years ago.
Wow.
I just got that Sequoia.
Okay, that would have been right in the window of Dirty Kansas then too, right?
Yeah, that was actually me and Scott who did that with my friend Rob. Were talking about it at the time, and then a month after Dirty Kansas sign up happened.
Yeah.
But no, that was fun. That was the first Sequoia.
Well, I've got the NCR on the 12 rides.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was reading your 12. I
Yeah.
missed everything yesterday on that group chat.
Yeah.
But I was going through the rides. I'm like, oh, man, nothing beat like that's just a tradition now.
The only thing I have left to get ironed out so that everybody knows what we're talking about, our bike club does a 12 rides of Christmas during the month of December, and it's basically just sort of end of season, enjoying what you got left, getting out there, getting it done, a little bit of incentive, got a few prizes that come out, and there's just challenges to go do different rides in different places, and the Tory Brown NCR Rail Trail is one of them, and that's on
And
the
it's
list.
it's just pretty. It's not anything over the top exciting. It's not boring. It is kind of boring actually.
I don't think so.
It-
When it's full of leaves, when it's all green, I think it can be. It's like a green tunnel at times.
Yeah.
But this time of year, when the leaves are all off, and you've got the gunpowder little gunpowder is right
Oh, yeah.
next to you, and you've got water a lot of it, and you got Little Gnome Hill, you got New
Yeah.
Freedom, you got the old bridge. There's lots of stuff to see on that trail when the leaves are gone. This is my
Yeah.
favorite time of year to do it.
Well, I'll say it was maybe it was like a week ago too, time hop wise. I did that trail like 4 times in like I don't know, a matter of 3 weeks,
So
and I rode it right at peak foliage. That was the most beautiful time I've ever done it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like it when the leaves are gone though, like gone.
I'm a picture guy.
Well, I like all the rocks and yet Ted actually said, "Heck yeah, looking forward to NCR this year." That was where
that's where we met, old Theodore.
Yeah, that's the first time we actually got to
Yeah.
in person. He brought us that cool ass
I have that upstairs.
plaque thing.
Yep.
So Ted, so all the stuff that you send GTD ends up in Joey's pocket.
I auctioned it off the pros closet.
No, Dennis, you did not miss the color selection. We don't know what that's going to be yet, so It's probably it's leaning. What I've heard a lot of was the heather green or whatever that was, and the red. So probably down between those two, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
And I know what we would probably prefer, but I'll put it out there. We'll see. And yeah, Dennis, we will absolutely be doing NCR.
Yeah, Dennis did the C&O. Did he do C&O? Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was riding with
Yeah.
Alonzo.
Yeah.
Zing, zing.
Yeah.
Although I think, he could do that. Alonzo did NCR with us last year. He was kind of doing laps around us.
That's right. He was like, I think he was in the parking lot and ready to go for you.
Yeah.
That was when you came back and laid down in the parking lot and
Yeah.
little baby bird feed you. And Ted, yeah, a full pull on NCR, that's 81 miles. That would be cool. I could be down for that.
I'll just sit at the train station for you guys to come back, and I'll ride downhill.
And I agree, the Pennsylvania side is pretty doggone cool. That little run up into York. You didn't do that that independent brewing thing. They did. It was about this time several years ago. Independent Brewing did a ride from Glen Rock up to York and did a pub crawl in York, and then back to Glen Rock. And it was literally all day. We went to like 7 breweries in York, and
Yeah, right home. I actually, not because of the alcohol. I don't do good at events like that.
They started in the parking lot with growlers, and I drove, and I think I had most people in my car, so I didn't like really drink that much. I did have like tasters at the breweries when we were in York. You're not going to go all that way and not at least taste what the beer like, but I didn't drink. A lot of the other folks did. It's pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I just don't like stopping a lot
Yep.
and starting back over.
Anyway, I'm not even sure where we are right now.
I don't know. I was doing my catch up, but
kinda lost.
basically I did flooring. I'm still doing flooring, and who knows how long I'll just keep trucking away house projects. But
Yeah.
stuff
Cool.
I've already talked about in the past.
Cool.
There was something I was supposed to say that was cool. I got I got 6 Ceres trainers in my shop.
6?
Yeah.
Which ones? The Magnus or the
Fluid? Nothing. No smart trainers.
No smart trainers?
They popped in like at 9:45 on Thursday night out in Minnesota in QPP, and I almost was like, there's a few of them. I was gonna wait, and I decided to order. I tried to be fair. I thought 6 was okay.
Yeah.
I would love to buy them all, but I want to be fair.
Yeah.
And they showed up today because they came from Minnesota.
You will sell
So-
them quick.
So and they're out of stock again until like February.
Yeah,
So
do
it's
you
like
still
fluids,
have,
mag pluses, and a mag or something like that.
Okay.
I posted it on our Facebook.
Well, you'll have them all sold tomorrow, probably.
Maybe, but I mean, my Wahoo stuff. Wahoo won't get back to me on when my stuff's showing up. It's like everyone right now in the bike industry is like, spend money with us, but we won't tell you when you're getting it, or we'll lie to you. Anyway,
Well, that's cool. That's good. That's good news.
Ooh,
Anytime you get something new in the shop that you haven't had for a while.
I'll say it's
awesome.
not a gravel bike. I will say this really quick. My cool thing of the week is a gentleman. I'm rebuilding his Moots, which is like a standard quick release rim brake road bike. Probably doesn't clear 28s frame, but we're doing 1x SRAM Force Axis
Cool.
with a big old, Actually, we're only doing 36 on the back and like 46 up front. Just a nice 1x on this, and then we got new decals.
That sounds clean.
Oh yeah, and then we ripped his old decals off. We got new. I mean, it looks like a brand new bike.
Wow. Well, that's titanium.
We
dude.
got new wheels. Yeah,
It's like
this is like the 4th titanium bike I've rebuilt this year.
you
and
can
they all-
legit just strip them down and put
Yeah.
them back together.
I'm surprised that's not where you go next.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah,
Don't be surprised. I literally could take everything off of the Diverge and get a
we
tie
have
frame.
talked about this. I
We've
forgot.
talked about it many times,
You
and
can-
you've almost tickled me into it. Of course, you
Yeah.
almost tickled me into a lot of things over there, Joey. So
I'm about to tickle you now.
couldn't pass that opportunity up.
Ooh,
We got a couple of emails. I want
Didn't we?
to jump into emails from Randall.
no voicemails because I'm not wearing my headphones.
Nope, no voicemails. No voicemails this week. Just a couple of emails from Randall. And this is more, it's not really a question. It's just he dropped an email. He said, enjoyed your Mile Zero story. And that was one that the boys did on their C&O towpath, the Gap and C&O Canal.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Note that it's the Monongahela.
Yeah, Monongahela.
Monongahela.
I just tried to sound official. Like I was like, yeah, it's the Monongahela.
Monongahela River that meets the Allegheny to form the Ohio River. I guess they had a little fact error in their story. But that tells me the folks are out there reading our stuff, which is pretty awesome, or the stuff that the kids did. So maybe you pass that along to them.
I will.
Let them know that,
No, I'm not. patting their backs. I'll tell them they should fix that.
They'll tell me to fix it. So yeah, that's
Well-
pretty cool. I'm excited people are consuming that content because that was a really cool trip those kids did, and that's cool to encourage stuff like that.
You know what Norman McLean said, right?
What's that?
All things merge into one, and a river runs through it.
I've read that. I've read that several times.
That's one of the best pieces of literature out there.
Got this email from Greg. Do you have a recommendation for a lightweight climbing wheel for rim brakes? I want something under 1,450 grams. Stans does not have anything. I am considering Roll Duez at 1,430 grams.
Well,
Anything comes into your mind, Joey? Anything pops into your mind? I caught you off the guard there.
yeah, no, I actually already looked at this,
Okay.
but I switched my screen, so I'm trying to find my. I don't know. I'm assuming. What are the roll? Actually, so I didn't finish looking it up. I was actually looking up wheels, but I assume he might be talking about aluminum brake track.
Yes. Yes.
Because I will say I did run the CLX 32s that Specialized makes.
Mhm.
Those are probably the nicest set of wheels I've ever ridden.
Well, he's legit. I know. I
Revolves.
know Greg. He's looking for legit lightweight climb-in wheels, like wheels that he would just put on the bike
Yeah.
just to go climb.
So I know the roll. I'm kind of iffy. I've had issues with rolls in the past, and customer service is like iffy.
Good to know.
My go-to, I think I might be biased. I am biased. The Revol SLX 24s.
Okay.
It's probably, I think, one of the hardest aluminum wheels to build out of a box,
Okay.
or hardest to beat out of a box.
Okay.
You can build them too, but
What's the weight on them?
they are 1495.
Oh, so a little bit more. But I mean,
I think the trade-off for that is, I'm pretty sure it's a good bit wider, not in a bad way, than the roll wheels, which
I know
will help a lot with ride quality.
I know that the roll wheels. I looked at a video on the roll wheels, and they talked about they touted the fact that they're wider.
They're 20. Here's the thing, though. They're 22 external rim width, which means they're probably running a 17 or 19 internal.
okay.
Isn't impressive nowadays.
What are the revolves?
The Revols, I think, are 21 internal.
Okay.
They're the same depth, I think, around 24.
That's a much wider internal.
24 deep, which you don't want deep. I mean, that's not deep. Let's see. How about there?
We're going deep on this one.
They're 20. They're 20 internal, which I know is a good bit wider because they're 24, 25 external.
Okay.
Which I think ride quality itself will change a lot.
Yeah.
When you get that wider rim. That was my Brian. Wider rim.
Twout.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know. It's really hard to beat the customer service. And actually, all the new Revols, too, just in case, come with a spoke kit now. You have like an unconditional guarantee for like a life or something on these things now. They're DT Swiss hubs. Well, they're the DT internal, the 350 internal. So it's like fully serviceable star ratchet system. You could upgrade star ratchets. You could downgrade it if you want all the friction. I don't know. I had a set of the discs on my first Sequoia. Wes had a set. Alonzo's got a set. Other people have had them. And the rim brake one is a really nice rim. I've had the discs.
Okay.
But I've sold a lot of the rim brake ones. And like MSRP is $800. And if you shoot me a message, I can give you the Joey hookup on those.
There we go.
Like, I'll help people out because
So really,
I got some wiggle room on those.
he's looking at adding 65 grams, which is
45.
well, he's just looking at the rolls at 1430,
Oh, excuse me.
and you said those Revals are 1495.
Ooh, and the rolls have a rider weight limit.
Oh, he doesn't have any problem with that. I know Greg's a little. I would not be able to qualify.
They're the same price, $775.
Same price.
Yep.
And I mean, just for the fact that
It comes down to the after side of things too, with service and
yeah. That's what
nothing's proprietary. Nothing.
Yeah.
Rolls I've had some proprietary issues with.
Okay. That's all good, interesting feedback. I'll make sure that
That is
Greg
my
knows.
honest opinion.
We talked a lot about that here tonight. So
Or you could buy a set of you could build up a set of like head Belgiums, really nice too.
okay, same price or
Yeah,
window?
they'll probably be about $1,000.
Okay, so a little bit more.
But the Belgians are freaking bulletproof. I have the some people call the H+ Sun Hydras, which is like one of the competitors
Oh,
to the Belgium.
yeah, I've seen those wheels.
But I like those. Those roll really nice.
You have those on the All City?
They switched. They're my Chris King wheels.
So they're on the
They're on the
Sequoia
Sequoia right now.
Okay.
I don't know, but as far as out of the box, I instantly went to the SLXs when I saw that.
Okay.
I could probably go through QBP and don't buy Mavic. There's probably other stuff, but
Yeah.
SLX 24 is by Revol. And yeah, like I said, the price is $800. I can do shop-wise. I know we can get people better deals on those.
Okay.
So that's my rant. That's my tech rant.
No, that's your unbiased professional opinion, and I think it's sound
Unbiased.
and solid.
That's biased, but it's biased from experience.
No, it's unbiased. Unbiased.
Huh.
I think you just tell the truth. That's all you got to tell.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure to Joey, what's going on in Strava Club?
I don't know. I don't get on Strava anymore.
I do. I'm on it all the time.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, but I've got all
Oh,
the
you want me
things-
to do the Strava?
I've
no,
all got things written down
no,
here for you.
No,
I gotta
I'm
just look at 'em
you know,
every day.
just being me. Oh, Matt Deuster. Matt from Deal. Matt rides a crap ton anyway, with 151 miles. Matt is a fellow bike shop employee who listens to us.
Hey, Matt. Good job. Hell of a good job. Welcome
Matt
to
was actually I got to dig through. Matt was messaging me about a ride or something. What was Matt talking about on Instagram the other day? Anyway, Dave Easley from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with 186.0 miles.
Good job, Dave.
And look at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Old Woodcock Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
who also that was our first ride in a long time that I rode with him, but I think in general as our first ride was NCR last year. Remember that?
Yep.
He met us.
He met us. Because we were all like talking about how cold it was, and he came in wearing like bibs and a
A
jersey.
little, booty shorts and everything. Yeah.
He is hardcore, dude.
163 miles.
Hardcore. That dude is hardcore. Good job, Carl.
The top 100 number is still up there at 122. It's not the 132, but we're also daylight savings.
Well,
It's cooling out.
You remember it came down last week? It was like 106 last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that was the election.
I just want to point out now.
No, that was
you need
the week before.
122 miles. I actually made the top 100 last week.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. 155 miles for me, or 51, or something like that.
I just patted you on the
Some
butt.
point, sometime. I appreciate it.
We went up 2 to 675. Wasn't I offering something if we hit some Strava number?
I know what you were offering.
Huh.
You told people they could send a self-addressed stamped envelope and
Yeah, there
get
you go.
stickers. Now, I feel bad for all the people that have bought stickers that now you say you're going to give them away for free.
Well, they can send me them too.
We are
It's nothing against them.
We don't have many of the big giant and the holographic and all that stuff left. You're mostly talking about some of the love you buys and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, there's like the hologram. Some of those were small runs. We
They
call
were
them special
expensive.
editions.
They were expensive too.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically that paid for the expensive stickers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't cheap unless you're Ted and you just make it yourself. And if you want to help us hit 700 and get a free sticker from Ted, Strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt.
Now, I'm looking real quick. I want to see. I'd like to get some feedback from the live stream because we have done a lot this week to up our quality, like Joey was talking about with cameras and stuff.
Oh, it took Miss Nadine's money?
Dave says, "Oh my God, the first time I watched the live stream and I got a Strava Club shout out. I will never miss this again."
Who?
Dave Easley that we just gave the shout outs
Is he our Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City, yeah.
We call that an
Good job,
Oklahoma.
Dave.
That is awesome. Dave,
Super
send me a
awesome.
self-addressed
Stamped envelope.
stamped envelope and I'll send you stickers.
Send you stickers. That could be our new gig, our new thing. That's it. So, anyway, I'm just looking for some feedback on the quality because I think from what I'm looking at here in OBS, we look pretty good. I'm pretty excited. So, yeah. It's getting a little bit of feedback that it's much cleaner this week. Which
Actually, here's what I should do.
what's that?
Oh man, I don't want to like.
I'm out of beer, Joey.
You got a beer? You know when someone, like an upper decker.
Mm-hmm. What?
I was thinking,
What
like,
are
what
you
if I give
talking
out my address and I start getting some weird mail? Like,
No, send the
I've,
shop address.
I've gotten a Sarah McLaughlin full-size photo in the mail.
Send the
But
shop
I
address
wonder.
by
Dave
email.
sometimes wonders, like, why do I keep getting
Yeah.
mail?
We could send it to the sick PO box.
They have PO box.
Yeah.
Maybe we could GTD PO box.
No, I'm not spending money on a GTD PO box just so you don't get weird mail.
I just solved our issues.
There we go. So Joey, I saw. I was lurking on the dark web, on maybe like a QAnon or something like
Is that like when you turn your phone in dark mode?
No. Someone, I saw this is really cool. Someone chopped up a fat bike tire to make a fender. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it looked legit, and I don't know what it struck me as being a really good idea. I don't know. I was just wondering, though, what is the weirdest homegrown hack? Something like that you've seen come into the bike shop.
Oh, actually, last week.
Okay, go for it.
I want to say homegrown hack. Someone came in with a bike, and I won't get particulars. I doubt that guy listens. He had a hybrid, and it looks like he took a corner of his like mid 2000s foam mattress thing, and put it on a seat, and then just took a piece of rope and tied it around the nose. And I couldn't get a picture because, and it was like this thick, not that big, on top of like a Sirius saddle. And it, like just a piece of rope on it, so he could, and it just cushioned his butt.
Just a piece of rope, like strapped up around the horn?
Not even anything. It was just like some, like nylon rope about the size of your pinky.
You should have offered up some duct tape. You could have gone into business together.
That guy was like kind of borderline. Like if you said something wrong to him, he was probably gonna go off on you. Like I already had to like make a tube work in his tire that didn't fit.
Did the quality of the bike match the quality of the homegrown hackiness?
It was actually like a Sirius he bought during COVID. It was a nice bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that makes it substantially more.
To be fair,
to be fair,
there's a saddle shortage right now, and you can't buy saddles.
I got a bunch of them in my house.
Oh no, I'm talking about Fred saddles, big saddles. I asked Dennis for his address so I could have his I don't know if it caught up yet, the live feed.
I don't think so.
And,
oh, no, there it is, yeah.
He says home, question mark.
I ride by his house every day. I could just show him his mailbox. I told you the day I found his wallet out in the middle of Solars Wharf Road.
There's a couple times where I've ridden down just to see the goats.
Yeah. I found his wallet, like literally
in the
laying
middle
in the middle of the road. I was riding with Tom. And I opened this wallet. I was like, oh, I just passed a wallet. I need to go back and find out who it is because I'm a good guy. You know, I try to be a good guy. I open a wallet up. Here's Dennis's driver's license. So I take a picture of the driver's license and I send it to him via Facebook Messenger. Just cold. It's just cold. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Ron said he loves it serious. Ron's been in a lot of bikes already, and he just started riding. He recently took... Did you see Melissa's Sirius? It was Ron's Sirius. Ron got Diverge. Melissa was riding the Sirius. And then he got like a RS 585 or whatever. He converted to a drop bar. Mm-hmm. Remember when Wes did that a long time ago before gravel bikes were out? Yeah. Wes was like at the forefront of new geometry on those and make it much better. Yeah. It's a pretty nice looking bike with the drop bars. It's cool.
We're going to talk a little bit about something that's close in that later.
Like today?
Yeah. Yeah. Scrolling ahead in the show notes, I see you over there.
Can I really... What was the best brand?
I like this. Ted said, wrap a saddle in paracord, call it a survival saddle, and sell it to the mall ninjas retire at 40. Hey, I'm past that retire at 40 thing, but I'm not so sure. I didn't have an involuntary retirement. So.
Before we move on to the good part of the show, the closing, I do want to bring up, and I only talked about it, there is a race, and I'm a little confused. It's the first time. On one website, it said it starts in 10 days. Other websites, I know it finished because I followed the whole thing. The Arkansas High Country Race 2020.
Okay. I don't know anything about it.
That is out of Fayetteville because that is now the new epicenter.
I have a real good friend that lives in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I lead bike tours with her.
She worked for Walmart?
Adventure Cycling.
No.
No, she's actually a veterinarian, a very highly sought-after veterinarian.
Ooh. Well, my back hurts. I don't know if she can help me.
Yes, she probably could. She's given me advice before.
So the Arkansas High Country Race is a 137-mile event that is completely self-supported. and it's a new route from the Adventure Cycling Association. So it's free. I think this was like their first dab into it. And right out of the bat, they pulled Ted King, and I've been following this guy, Jim Phillips.
Okay.
I don't know. Jim Phillips did some funny. He's always doing goofy stuff. Jim is like an endurance junkie that lives out west on gravel, and Jim did it too. There's a few more people. There was a female that did it, and there might have been more.
I bet you Lael was there.
No, she wasn't.
Really?
No.
She's got tight ties with.
Well,
ACA.
she does, but not
Anyway.
this time.
Probably just.
She's probably riding back to Alaska from Florida or something.
Couldn't
She
get
did
her
like
on,
4 days.
Couldn't get her on the phone. Hang
Yeah.
on.
I don't know, Mr. Uber, and I'm gonna ride home. So like Ted did it. Ted didn't like. Ted currently holds the fastest time at like 4 days.
Oh, it's like another the divide thing.
Yeah.
Going on. Okay.
Like it was very like people were doing it overnight, but it was very like lightweight kind of thing. So he did 1,017 miles and 80,000 feet of climbing in 4 days, 20 hours, and 51 minutes. So
Wow.
Ted now holds the record at the fastest known time as king of the Arkansas high country. And then their Instagram page is AR High Country Race.
AR High Country Race.
Yep.
Okay.
And they did a lot of coverage. They got some stories. There's this female, I watched her, Ashley Carlock, finished. She was one of the females. There's a bunch of stuff about Jim and Ted. Like Jim's just a cool, grungy old dude. He's old Marine that grew his hair out and rides bikes. And
Cool.
I don't know. It was cool to follow it. I like that stuff.
I want to make a note of that.
That's the kind of stuff that gets. Not that I'll ever. That's the stuff I always want to do, and it gets me motivated to ride. But I'll never ride more than.
You said AR High Country on
Yeah.
Instagram? Okay. I made notes of that.
I mean, what's my longest one day ride? Like 160 miles.
You did 160?
That was my Dirty Kansas finish.
My longest is only 139.
I have aspirations to do stuff like this, but they're 150 down in Croatown.
That was one of those I was thinking, because I was when I registered for
yeah.
Mid-South,
Yeah.
I was thinking,
You do realize I got my
that's the same, yeah.
150 mile finisher socks on?
That was the same. I was like, it's the same weekend as Croatan. And what if Joey wants to do it? And I was like, no.
I'm going to go there with Captain Perry.
Hey, Joey, I got
Uh.
one other thing I want to question for you. What do you think is the best first upgrade you can do to an entry-level gravel bike? Talking like
A
maybe
component?
anything. What if you've got, so like I want to get into this gravel thing.
All right, I got two.
You buy a Journeyman, and it's a sort of a base level Journeyman. Let's just use that as an example.
I like the one I had gotten and rebuilt.
Yeah. So what's and you're like, okay, now I got to make one thing better.
All
And
right,
I don't want to spend a lot of money. Let's do it two ways.
Okay.
No, let's do it two
No,
ways.
Yeah, I got two. I got
One-
not a lot of money and I got a lot of money.
Okay, go for it. Let's start with not a lot of money.
All right, not a lot of money, buy a Redshift.
Redshift. Okay.
Yep.
Redshift stem.
Yep.
Easy. That's an easy
You
no-brainer.
don't even have to explain that.
It just
Read a
improves
book.
the bike.
Everything.
Small bump compliance. We've talked about that ad nauseum. So, okay.
Um,
That's your first upgrade. What is a more expensive second upgrade?
Wheels.
Wheels.
Yep.
Okay. That's,
And it doesn't have to be carbon wheels.
Okay.
A lot of people automatically think upgrades have to be carbon, and they don't. SLX 24s are good gravel wheels.
I am not sure. I
Head
would
Belgiums
put,
are good
I don't
gravel
think
wheel.
I'd ever want carbon wheels. I'm not a carbon wheel guy. Well, I'm a big guy too. So.
Well, no, I mean, you saw that picture. I was
Mhm.
once a smaller-ish guy. I've owned a lot of carbon wheels.
Yeah.
Like I've had multiple sets of Revals, Envies. I went back to Revolve from Envy because I wasn't impressed by Envy.
Mhm.
To Revolve again, and then I did those hand-built H Plus Sun aluminum wheels
Okay.
that ride so smooth and so nice. I think nice aluminum wheels get overlooked,
Okay.
but you're not going to upgrade aluminum. Even aluminum, you're not going to spend less than $700 or so. I think.
So
New.
it's rotational weight and
It's
and
one
you're
thing
bringing some quality to the table.
that's noticeable, other than something like literally like
Okay.
a Redshift.
Okay. Well, those are good.
'Cause you get wide, you can get the rotation functional,
More durable.
More durable. A wide rim makes ride quality 20 times better.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. So
I don't know what made me ask that question, but I was writing show notes
Yeah.
tonight, and I was just looking for some stuff, and I was like, you know what? We may have even talked about something like this before,
Yeah.
but if we have, it's been a while.
And there's a lot of gimmicky stuff, like different handlebar tape and cushiony stuff, but
Mhm.
Redshif's noticeable.
Yeah.
It's
my goodness,
affordable.
It's not expensive. What, $150, right?
150. We've been on it for a while now.
Yeah. It's $150, and it says my stream is going to end shortly if I don't start my streaming software. So maybe we've gotten a little jumpy on the back end.
Yeah.
I wanted to point this out. I was flipping back through the live stream, and Dave said, "Don't forget about Seth Wood,
Oh, yeah.
another local Oklahomie who did the high country ride all on a single speed." Those single speed guys.
He's a local idiot in the best way possible. That is those single speed people are a breed of their own.
So we're back into we're having
Jeez.
streaming connection data errors. So apologies out there, folks, if things are getting a little wonky.
Oh yeah, Seth. The leaderboard website's weird. They have clockwise, counterclockwise, and then. Oh no, it's been a lot. So it's going on for 10 days now.
Okay.
I read it as it was starting. I'm just an idiot.
Well, those kind of rides, like it will. The guy who finishes first, like a Ted King, he
Mm.
could be a week ahead.
Oh, yeah.
of, or even 2 weeks ahead of somebody who's
Yeah.
coming in behind.
But I imagine, because I think if you look like Jay Peterberry did it, had the single speed time, and he had 5 days, 12 hours, 6 minutes. I think he had the actual. No, he just had the fastest known time. So Ted did it a day shorter.
Wow.
But I imagine with it being ACA route, you can technically
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Strava, whatever you want to do, read a book.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something about it being done at inside of a window of time where people are monitoring what's
Yeah.
happening than just doing it. But what I don't know.
And
I don't know.
The way they
Not
were,
like I ever have to worry about it.
it was cool though because they were doing like photo live photo check-ins like on Instagram
Mhm.
of checkpoints. Oh, Bobby Wintle. I don't actually need to follow him because he started. I don't know if he finished. He was having some horrible mechanical issues with his Di2
Ooh.
bike.
Oh,
Like he had one point in time when a checkpoint was on his Instagram. Basically, he had to crank the bottom bracket out, the battery, the Di2 cables, had the fishing new cable through. And he owns a bike. He's a good bike mechanic. He owns a bike shop.
and it's all self-supported, so there's nobody riding along going.
Yeah. So I think he was able to go to a bike shop and buy a new cable or something. I don't know. I just think he had a.
Well, a lot of that times it's stuff like if the help is available to all,
Mhm.
then you can accept the help, but you can't have somebody out there chasing you around like
Yeah.
fixing your stuff.
Well, it's like Tour Divide and stuff like that, where you could swing in a bike shop and buy stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do this or that?
No.
Okay, we won't then.
All right, love you,
everybody, bye. Convert a mountain bike to a gravel bike, or convert a road bike to a gravel bike. That's almost like a real legit question, as opposed to a goofy this or that.
Well, because I get both of these all the time. I think it's funner to do. It's more fun. Sorry, whatever
It's
is more
okay.
grammatically
There's
correct.
not enough data, so people probably won't even notice you did that.
I'd probably convert a mountain bike.
Convert a mountain bike because you got clearance. That's my thought was.
Clearance.
I think I'd rather convert a mountain bike too. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I wouldn't do either one. I'd bring it to you, Joey. Convert this mountain
No,
bike
we did make it through the shutdown, but I'm actually gonna shut down for real this time.
to water bottles or a backpack.
Did you write bidons?
Bidons.
Bidons.
Yeah, whatever you call it. I was trying to be fancy for you in the show notes, but I'm
Water
just gonna use
bidons.
bidons.
I don't like stuff on my back,
I would,
especially when it's warm. It's sweaty.
Yeah.
It pulls on your shoulders.
But one thing, you can freeze part of that, put ice in the camelback, and have a cooling factor, but it doesn't last for very long.
I didn't get shit. So Dirty Cans, I did the Osprey running vest with
Mhm.
the things here and like 2 liters and
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was really comfortable.
There's some bleeding nipples.
No, God, no. I don't have nipples.
I've had them removed.
I say water bidons, especially at least on gravel, as long as you clean off the mouthpiece.
Well, you know what I do is I always have the drinking bottle is up in my feedback.
Yeah. Smart.
And then any other bottles are just for transferring water into the bottle that I
Mhm.
drink out of. That's the way I do it. I don't because you're right. You're going through horse country, especially, and no.
Yeah,
no,
mountain biking.
No.
You get first blasted mud.
Would you rather do a sunset ride at the beach or a sunrise ride in the mountains?
I'm gonna do sunset at the beach.
Me too.
I'm a beach guy now.
Me too. I think I would rather do that.
Yeah.
Because first off, I don't want to get up really early in the morning. It's my real
No,
thing.
that was the other thing, and I love
Right.
sunsets.
And like when I was down on the Gulf Coast a lot, I spent a lot of time on the Gulf Coast the last few years of Florida.
Me and Jimmy Buffett.
And the sunsets are just, I mean, literally, they are like mesmerizing. And I would do anything. I remember one day I had a meeting and I was in St. Pete and I wanted to get over to St. Pete Beach, which is like, afternoon traffic. I was literally driving like a maniac because I wanted to get over to Sunset to St. Pete Beach to be able to see the sunset. And I sitting there watching it as I was driving, going, it's getting lower because you can see it while you're like driving a maniac. I got to get there. You go up on a bridge. I got it. I'm going to make this. You run into some traffic.
Man, then you can sit on the beach and have a beer when you're done.
Exactly. Well, at St. Pete Beach, they do this thing where there's like a little town center and a bell, and there's all these people that gather, and somebody plays the trumpet, plays taps as the sun goes down, and then they always have a little kid ring the bell, and the sun is. It's just kind of cool. I don't know. It's just kind of fun. So I don't know. That's just me.
And then if I'm at the beach, I can hang out with my friend Captain Perry,
Yep.
my long lost brother.
Would you rather have a fancy grilled cheese like we had tonight, or a regular grilled cheese?
Oh, that was not fancy.
That was not fancy?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, if that wasn't
no,
fancy...
what Pete explained to me today, and I can't remember, was fancy.
You can't remember what it was, and I wasn't paying any attention
Yeah.
because I was looking at something else. But Pete was in the bike shop today at the same time I was.
I lost track of his ingredients.
And we were
It was
talking about
very well put together,
I
but
heard him talking about the grilled cheese. But he was talking about the grilled cheese to you, and I think I was engaged otherwise, looking at something
this
else.
is one of those, like,
Well,
you just slap some butter, you put it in the oven.
If this was a throw-together grilled cheese, that's a pretty fancy throw-together grilled cheese.
Oh, well, I explained it like tacos earlier. I don't know if it's in the podcast. Like, I love making shrimp tacos, street tacos, carne asada at home. But every so often, it's nice to get that Ortega pack.
Oh, okay.
And some ground beef. And just
throw
throw
it
that
together.
powder in there, put some shells in the oven.
Call it
And that's kind of how these are for me.
I don't know that I can answer this because I don't know that I've ever had. If this is not a fancy grilled cheese, I
Oh,
don't know that I've ever had a.
We'll do
grilled
fancy
cheese.
next week.
Okay. Well, you could do regular and just say, "Hey, Brian, these are the fancy," and I'd be like, "Yeah, cool." Right.
No, we're gonna
on."
get like 4 different blends of cheese, and then we're gonna.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I hope the live stream cleaned up, getting enough data, so it may be.
It looks like it. People are commenting.
Maybe butt gone. I don't know. But that's okay because we're getting ready to shut it down. Joey, are you on your second beer or are you still on your first beer?
Third.
Third.
I'm still on my first. I'm actually feeling a nice cold glass of water here between podcasts.
Oh, well done. You got anything else before we shut
This is
it
my
down?
first.
I finished my first a while ago. No, doesn't sound like it.
No, I'm trying to, like I said, I'll always talk, but nothing to think about. I have to, I'm actually running it until this. You saw the new High Vis shop jerseys?
Yes.
I'm running that till this Friday because I think the election. I always pick bad timing. I've always been good in the past, but I did it the week of the election, all this other stuff. The SIT group took my thunder when I wanted to do it, when Tom was like, we have to do this now. And I was about to go live with mine. Actually, I have a good amount of orders, but I'm going to run it until this Friday.
Okay.
Those things look sharp.
They do. They do.
And I got an actual picture of the neon because I was like, is this neon or yellow? And it's going to look sharp.
So you wanted to talk to Philip about jerseys anyway, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
say
talk
what we
about
should
that?
do in
Let's
January.
Talk to him about
Start another cutaway GTD kit.
I'm still going to.
So all the sick pack GTD listeners are going to put like 3 jerseys for the springtime.
Well, that's all you need. You need 3 kits in a rotation, and you're good.
Well, at least
Throw that
cutaway,
stuff
we're
away.
not doing bottoms. You just wear black Specialized RBX bibs.
I want to talk about doing bottoms and vests. You've gotten.
I am doing vests with.
Are you doing vests with the shop jersey?
I didn't offer it
Well, I want one.
because there's no minimums. I think you and me will be the only ones that have vests. No one else wanted them last time.
Why would you not want a vest? Because Tom got a vest. Why would you not want a vest? It's like
I'm a vest
legit.
guy.
It's like legit the perfect that little extra.
Especially this time of year where the mornings are cool.
Yes.
Keeps your core warm.
Anyway, so that's it. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt, and for watching us on the live stream.
Washing us?
Watching. Did I say washing?
No.
Sorry.
Ooh, air fried grilled cheese.
This is a
Grrr.
listener-supported podcast by some incredible people on
Really?
Patreon and PayPal, like Nadine, who sent us that little bit of PayPal love. And I felt so bad because I saw that it actually she did that before the episode last week, but I didn't see it on my PayPal because I've told you this before. I'm kind of shutting my phone down, kind of thing.
That's why I missed about 400 messages yesterday. I'm like, oh.
The only message I only get a few notifications on my phone just because I'm so sick of the phone always going bzz, 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 bzz. So I didn't catch that PayPal thing that came through, and I had been off my email. So apologies, Nadine, for being a week late with your thank you.
Yeah.
But thank
And
you
all our
very
other
much.
friends, Ted, Tom, you
Yeah,
name it.
yeah.
The list goes on. Dennis, whatever.
The
You
list
bought
goes
it.
on.
Anyone does buy shirt, anything.
Anything.
It all helps.
Um,
We could keep getting new fancy equipment, and it's more stuff for Brian to figure out.
Yeah, but we look good this week. As
We
long
do.
as long as we.
You have about 400 cables over there.
There's a lot of cables. Our show can obviously be found wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Not on Spotify. There's a big backlash in the podcast community about people like, I guess Spotify is doing something with podcasts where you can only get certain podcasts on Spotify and what
I listened to my first non-us podcast doing my floors.
What'd you listen to?
It's called the Millhouse Podcast.
Yeah,
It's a fishing, hunting,
okay.
outdoors. I don't really condone killing animals all the time unless you're Jerry. You can bring me some deer meat.
I think
I'm just kidding.
everything
Yeah.
in moderation. Everything in moderation.
I would like to harvest myself some meat one day soon,
Mm?
but I really don't want to skin an animal. I've already done that in my past.
You can have other people do it,
I could.
and you could just.
I feel. I don't know.
You just go to the store and buy
I
it.
get too connected too quick. Have you ever been pheasant hunting? Oh,
No.
you're ring when you ring a neck of a
No.
pheasant. That just felt so
No,
bad.
I don't want to do that. Hey, Joey, how can folks get in touch with us?
I didn't feel bad about shooting it. You can once Dennis gets us his address, you can send us. I'll actually figure out a way to post that. Website, it's at graveltraveldirt.com, which has our gravel database and all our goodies, and we'll eventually have our store for our new T-shirts. Our Instagram is at MidAtlanticGTD. Our phone number is 410-231-3850.
I took the hashtag off because nobody used
Hashtag
it.
AskGTD if you. My Instagram is at Joey Sikorsky24, or hit us up at our GTD Instagram, and I will hand out my address from there.
We do that on the other podcast. We give out our personal Instagrams. We don't ever do that here.
Yeah,
Let's
mine's
do
a-
that. You're at Joey Sikorsky.
Yeah, but I get
24.
crap about like, oh, you don't ride bikes anymore. You just post fish and
Blah
stuff.
blah blah blah. Well, look at my feed. Good grief. Well, I do a little bit of both.
You ride a bike. I don't know how you do it every day. You do everything.
I stay tired. At BN Rains, if you're looking for me on Instagram. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt this week is recorded right here in Joey's kitchen, our little home place. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for watching us on the live stream. And until next week when we come back, do good. Be nice. Go slow. Respect others. And stay healthy.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Click the button over there. Thank you, all you live streamers. We are shutting this thing down if y'all are still there. I know that the